Hey everybody, welcome back to Gilly's Guns. So today we're out here doing the St. Patrick's Day challenge from Eli, A Day at the Range, and he said you could use any rim fire you wanted. So I've tried it with my Ruger Precision and we're just having some gusty winds. It just ain't working. I'm fighting the wind. I have found that the 17 HMR, in my experience, fights the wind better than the 22 long rifle, or 22 Magnum for that matter, and mainly because of the bullet configuration. They're a pointed 17 grain boat tail bullet, and that's just, it's going to fight the wind better. So let's get looking at this target here. I'm gonna try and shoot 5 fouling shots, and then if it looks like the rifle's doing what it needs to do, then I will go ahead and jump into the targets. If it doesn't, then I'll shoot 5 more. But this is a Savage Model 93, and it is a very early version. I bought this almost 25 years ago when the 17 HMR first came out, and Savage offered the rifle in 17 HMR. So it's had a lot of ammunition out through it. So for my sighters, I'm going to shoot at the little leprechaun on the top right of the logo on the target. So let's see what we do here. So for a scope, this is a BSA Sweet 17, and well, I can't really complain other than the crosshairs are pretty thick and it doesn't lend itself well to target shooting. But I'm sure I'll find some other excuses too. Overall, these are good shooting rifles. I don't know about the brand new ones, but this older one shoots pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot 5 more at the leprechaun on the left. I have found that these Hornady 17 grain loads shoot the best out of this rifle. That looks good enough to move into the target. About as good as we're going to get. These magazines hold 5 rounds, and one thing I think somebody should improve on is the way or Savage maybe, or whoever. CZ, I believe, does the same type of magazine. They're retained by a tab on the back, a notch with a tab on it, and it works, but it's kind of clunky. Be neat to see something a little more user friendly. Okay, we're going into the target. I'm going to shoot the stem on the clover leaf first, and then I'll move into the clover leaves itself. Well, couple points, not so great. Now I'll move to the target below that. They're gradually getting smaller. Time you get down to the smallest target, which is the shamrock on the far right, the circles are the same size as the rim on this case. So to shoot those perfectly, you'd have to have a pretty darn good rifle. I'm sure there's folks that can do it, but I don't know how well this one's going to do. I do have a new scope coming for this rifle because, like I say, these crosshairs are pretty fat. Makes it pretty hard to fine tune that target. I mean, all you're really seeing is the crosshairs cover the dot. That one went high. So when I count that target, I'm going to count the one on the right. The one that's more centered was actually from from the shot I just shot. All right. That barrel is a little bit warm. I think I'll let it cool for a little bit. That seems like a little bit. Center, bottom clover leaf, I'm shooting the stem. That one went right. Five more to go. This old rifle's been shot a lot. I've shot lots and lots of prairie dogs with it. Other varmints, squirrels, rabbits, raccoons, possums. I have no idea how many rounds have been through it. It's been a good rifle. Going for the smallest target. Well, let's go see how the old Savage did. Alright guys, well, here's the target. So, we'll just start at 2, 4, 5, I'm going to give myself 2 for this one because it did take out the line. 2. This is the one that hit this target. I was aiming over here and it drifted right, so there's not 2. There's 2 holes obviously there, but this is the only one that counted. This one, the line's still intact. This one looks like the line's intact, but the paper's torn, so we'll leave that. 2, 2, 2. Oh, better look at this one. Unfortunately, those are not there. And this one, I believe, was that, so that doesn't count. So that looks like my score. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 24, 34. Looks like 40. Well, there you got it. Savage Model 93. An old one. Scored 40. That's pretty good. Using this Hornady ammunition. Like I said, this is the stuff that I've found this rifle shoots the best. So that's probably about as good as I can do with it. I will be changing the scope on it. The scope, well, it's pretty good for what it is. It's no target scope. And it's as old as the rifle. So in 25 years, there have been a lot of improvements, and I want to get a better scope on it. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you tuning in and watching the Day at the Range St. Patrick's Day Challenge. Go out and give it a try. You can go to dayattherange.com and click on the St. Patrick's Day little banner down there, and there's a link to print the targets out and try it yourself. Even if you don't video it, you know, give it a try. It's a tough challenge. I think this is the toughest one that I've done yet. And Eli, good job on making this challenge. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I hope you get to get out on the range and do some shooting of your own. I'll see you on the next video.